James from Cali. What's up, James?
Hey, I've been hearing this. I just wanted to see if you knew for sure. Did 29-year-old Kamala Harris sleep with 60-year-old Willie Brown, and did he start her career?
Why are you faxing a 59-year-old woman? Who did you sleep with 30 years ago? And did they start your career?
Can you fact check that?
No, I asked you a question. Who were you sleeping with 30 years ago? Do you know who you slept with 30 years ago?
She pissed.
Well, I'm not a politician, so I'm not running for
But you
president.
asking about somebody. So let's run your facts. Who did you sleep with 30 years ago? Why is that since it's your business who she slept with, then that's our business now. Since you done called into a international radio show, who did you sleep with 30 years ago? Do you remember?
You a hoe I ain't voting for.
And you a clown. You a stupid, goofy ass clown. That's the dumbest shit. You should be fucking embarrassed to come into a national radio show running a 30-year-old facts.
Ooh,
What the does
Lord.
that have to do with the goddamn prices here in China? You are goofy. This is the dumbest shit I ever heard in my whole life.
That's how you know it's true. She triggered. She is pissed. She know damn well it's true. She mad as hell. That's what she probably did this shit herself. Look at her. She mad as hell. Boy, she triggered. This some funny shit here.
You ain't said shit about gas prices, grocery prices, climate changes, a whole motherfucking hurricane.
Kamala ain't saying shit about the gas prices and the hurricane either. It's funny she said that. You hear that? Did y'all hear that shit? Rewind that shit, man. You hear what she said? Kamala ain't saying shit about none of that either. Boy. See who the man is on point. He triggered her ass, right? She knows she wrong.
In this country, people running for cover, and you talk about somebody maybe
She's
possibly
still
potentially
talking.
30 years ago. That don't sound goofy to you?
No.
Grow up. Maybe you need to get you some. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe.
How is that goofy? The man asked the question. He called in. Y'all taking questions. He called and asked the question. Do you think that she got a position by opening up her legs? However he asked it, she got triggered. She mad as hell. Look at my dude over there. He ain't saying shit. He
You ain't got none, and that's why you worried about who the hell she was potentially or not sleeping with 30 years ago. That's embarrassing. That's disgraceful that you called him with that stupid ass question. Like we ain't got more pressing shit in the world to mother about. Are you serious?
Yeah, no, I think it's actually pretty serious. Right? I think it's actually very, very serious and a legitimate question because that is the only explanation that I can think of off the top of my head as to why or how Kamala Harris is currently in the position that she's in right now.
Yeah.
Because we all know that Kamala Harris was selected as VP because she's a so-called woman of color, right? Because
yeah, she can't even put a damn sentence together, man. I might do. I was looking at another video today. Hugh Hewitt, I think it was. I think he's an English teacher or something like that. But he was talking about, man. He said if he had to evaluate her, he would say she didn't even finish the 9th grade, based on how she talk and how she put sentences together and how she try to explain stuff. But I think me and Kwame Brown got a idea why she does that, because she's trying to listen to somebody talking to her in that earpiece. And I'm gonna drop part of that video too. Shout out Kwame Brown. Salute, bro. But anyway, let's finish this.
she black, okay? We also know that Kamala Harris was put into positions of power, okay, in California early on in her career because she was allegedly sleeping with senior citizens, okay? This is a fact, okay? This is not speculation, right? This is a fact. Willie Brown put her in positions that she otherwise was not qualified for, and she used that in order to help her get elected, okay, to become a district attorney, to become an attorney general, to advance her career. We know this for a fact, okay? This woman is so incompetent that she doesn't realize that it's a problem when you come out here and you say that you're just like Joe Biden, right? You're just like the most unpopular president in recent history, and that you wouldn't do anything different than what he did, but yet you're running as the so-called change candidate, right? Yeah, I mean, I got questions about how is it that somebody that's this politically inept can reach the office of vice president, right? I mean, I'm serious. I'm so serious. Being a woman must be a serious advantage, right? You must have a serious advantage as a woman if you're willing to weaponize your God-given assets enough, right? If you're willing to use it enough, the sky's the limit. Apparently, right? You can potentially become president of the United States, okay? That's what it seems like to me. Because I can't think of any other reason for why this woman is currently in the position that she's in, considering what she showed us, right?
Yeah.
If Kamala Harris was so great, she would not need Barack Obama to come out here and to gaslight the American people, to lie to the American people, to shame young black men into trying to support Kamala Harris, right? She wouldn't need all that. She wouldn't need the race and identity politics. She can stand on her own 2 feet.
Yep.
Right? But she can't stand on her own 2 feet. She's struggling. She's struggling because she's incompetent. Right? So when you bring up Kamala Harris's history and how she got into the current position of power that she's in, yeah, I think that's super relevant. 100%.
Yep.
Right? These people love to mind your own business except when it comes to Trump, right? They want everybody else to mind their own business, but these people was all up in the business of Trump and his personal life and what he was doing. Right? They were all into that. Now all of a sudden when it comes to Kamala Harris, nah, you're not supposed to worry about who she slept with and, you know, who she has been with before the past. But when it came to Trump, though, they were totally concerned about who he may or may not have slept with. Funny how that works. Right? Amazing. The hypocrisy. Stunning. So, with that being said, again, this is just desperation, right? I mean, what is happening here? You have Barack Obama essentially admitting that Kamala Harris is struggling with a key demographic. Black men are just not going for this anymore. And if Obama was a real one, right? If he was a real one, he would keep it all the way 100 with these black men and say, hey, you know what? I understand exactly where you're coming from. Because this border issue is probably, economically speaking, the number one threat to black men in this country.
Yeah.
You have all these illegals coming into this country en masse. They are competing for jobs primarily with black men, right?
True.
The people that are threatened the most economically are young black men. A lot of people don't want to admit it, but that's the truth, okay? And Kamala's policies, Joe Biden's policies, have disproportionately negatively impacted young black men. So I'm not sure exactly why would a young black man line up and support Kamala Harris, who has open border policies that are a direct economic threat to young black men and their jobs and opportunities. I really don't get it. I really don't understand it. But see, Barack Obama is not a real one. Again, he's half white, half East African, right? He presents himself as a real one, but he's not. He's just a Democrat, okay? And Democrat doesn't equal pro-black, because if he was pro-black, if he was actually looking out for the black man, he would be real about how illegal immigration has negatively affected young black men. But he can't keep it real because, again, his job is to try to get black people to line up and to vote for their own destruction. That's his job. He don't care. This is why he supports abortion, which also negatively, disproportionately impacts black people. He don't care. It's just all about Democrat power and control. And this is why when these people weaponize identity politics in order to try to get votes, this is why I find it to be disgusting. Because it's not like the policies that Democrats are promoting are actually pro-black or they benefit black people. They just tell you that, well, you should support Kamala Harris because she looks like you. She has the same experiences you do. But in this case, they can't even play that card because it's very debatable about whether or not she's actually black.
She ain't
It's
blood.
funny how that works. But again, the fact that this dude is even admitting this at all, the fact that he said this out loud tells you everything you need to know about how Kamala Harris is severely struggling. So they now have to roll out the big guns. They got to roll out the competent politicians like Obama and Bill Clinton and others in order to do what Kamala Harris and Tim Walz have failed to do. Which is to get people excited about voting for a failing ticket, right? That's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. Okay? They're trying to get the American people to vote for a shit sandwich. That's what they're trying to do. And I personally just don't think it's going to work. I don't think the Obama card is going to work. I just don't think so. Right? I think that the Obama card is played out. Obama can't save you when you've had the last 4 years of absolute disaster. When you have a very incompetent politician at the top of the ticket who nobody's excited about except liberal women. That's it. That's it. That's the only thing the Democrats got at this point. That's all they got. Right? So, I mean, it is what it is. I just personally, hope that people do not fall for this. Okay, do not fall for the Obama card. The Obama card is simply another sign of desperation, a sign that Kamala Harris is not doing as well as she should be doing. And, I think personally, they're trying to just throw anything at the wall at this point and see if it sticks. I don't think it's going to work, but hey, let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.